I spent 25 years in retail management before coming to New Horizons. Hurt my back on the job and can't do that job anymore. So I had to find something that I could do, that I'm interested in, and I've always been kind of a techno geek anyway. So New Horizons was the place. And to be 100% honest with you, I researched the heck out of it. I even, once I found New Horizons, I checked into the company itself. Before I drop down any amount of money for anything, I'm going to research the heck out of it. And when I chose this program, it was a conscious choice. New Horizons in Gainesville has the best rating that I could find of any school like this anywhere in the country. From Miami to Maine, New Horizons Gainesville has teachers that stick around. They don't leave. A lot of other locations, even of New Horizon locations, don't have that. They have tenure here, and these teachers stick around because they're good at what they do. They love what they do, and that comes across in the teaching and the learning that they bring on to the students here. So yeah, I didn't settle for New Horizons. I'm glad that New Horizons chose me. I actually started out the program going for systems administration. I want to be a systems manager. I want to, so I took the A+, of course, the Net Plus, Security Plus. Then I got into the Cisco. I went into the Server 2008, all those programs. But then I also said, you know, why not take advantage of all these other great programs? So I've taken Dreamweaver 1 and 2. I've taken Crystal Reports 1 and 2. I've taken, what else? Oh, Flash 1 and 2. God, there's so many. I even took some Excel programs just to brush up and pad the resume, as it were. You know, make me a more sellable commodity. I took some Dreamweaver classes because I had a specific problem. My Masonic lodge that I belonged to wanted me to create a website for them. I had no knowledge of website design. I messed around with it here and there, but never built my own website. Well, the site is now 17 pages long, and it gets changed almost on a daily basis. I've had over 1,100 people visit the site since its inception on the 10th of June. I've built several different computers for different people around town here. So it's really kind of put me in business. I've actually had every single teacher here, and each one has their own unique way of bringing their material to life and making it enjoyable to learn. The one thing that I really am excited about is the online classes. To be honest with you, I wasn't a big proponent on that, but I've been taking some classes, some Cisco classes with Don, and I tell you, they're incredible. I actually think I've had more retention from those classes than sitting in a classroom with other people, which is odd, but there's a lot less distractions, and I can be anywhere in the world. The thing that I was worried about was being at home and not having that interaction with the other students, not being able to hear their questions. But Don, I don't know if anybody else is doing the online classes right now, but Don always repeats the question for everybody and then answers it completely before moving on. So it's really the best of both worlds. And the fact that you can do it from anywhere. If you've got wireless, you can do it from anywhere. You know, so it really is a great convenience. I live 45 minutes away. I live on the other side of Williston, so it's 45 minutes away. And being that distance, it's not economically feasible right now for me to drive into class for a 5-day class, for an 8-hour class for 5 days. Plus the cost of, you know, I'm so far away, I have to go eat lunch, you know, and everything else. I mean, by the end of it, I'm out of pocket $150, $200 for that week, you know, just because I had to come to Gainesville to take that class. Whereas at the house, I can sit there, don't have to worry about the gas, eat a salami sandwich for lunch, get back online, and do the second part of that class. It really is a great convenience. If I was in the market to get any kind of technical skills and anything to do with computers at all, I would definitely come here to do that. For instance, I went on a job interview, and one of the big things was I need to know Excel inside out and backwards. Well, I know Excel pretty well, 25 years in retail management. But what do? We made lists in them. I came here and I learned how to put those in a table and filter them and do all this cool stuff that I wouldn't have had those skills had I not come here and taken that class. And what's great is I'm out there and I'm telling people about the neat stuff that Excel can do. I said, I got all this stuff out of Excel 1. You might want to go take a class over at New Horizons. And I've actually had friends call up, and I've got a buddy of mine, Bill, who's taking a class here in 2 weeks, Excel 1. So just because he's a auctioneer and he uses Excel all the time. So he needs to improve his skills on that. And it's a great thing. It's a one-day class. He can get it, take those skills back, and improve his productivity at work. With all the bad stuff that's happening in the world right now, it's good to have a company like this that is so friendly and outgoing. I mean, everybody here, from the people that answer the phones, Georgia, to the owner of the company, Tim Broom, they're so accessible. You can really relate to them when they get that. Hey, Charlie, I'm having a problem. Charlie gets on the phone with you and he handles it. I mean, who knows how he does, but he always seems to handle the problems. And it's really a great feeling to have a company that cares in this day and age.